Graduating with a first class in Nigeria is already hard.
Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth!
But graduating with a first class in one of the most academically demanding and difficult federal universities, my brothers and sisters, that is not a joke. I survived the stress, the pressure, some annoying lecturers, carryover threats, and somehow walked out with a first class degree. But how did I do it? In today's video, I am going to be breaking down the exact step that took my CGPA from scared fresher to 4.50 plus certified scholar. Before you click away, hear me out. If you've ever tried reading your books to boost your CGPA and your books looked back at you and said, "Oga, for here, I will kill you today."
In the case of Babamno 2002 versus Uganda, no. In the case of Babamno versus Uganda 2002, in the case of Uganda versus 2002,
Then this video is for you. I'm not here to give you random motivational speeches. The tips I'm about to drop here are tested, approved, and trusted. These tips have worked for me countless times, and guess what? After countless observation and critical thinking, I can beat my chest to say that you don't need to work extremely hard to bag a first class degree or boost your CGPA, to be honest. What you need is to work smart with these proven strategies that I have carefully outlined in this video. Let's start with the most underrated but most powerful point: understanding what works for you. If you get into university and you begin to copy your friend's reading style, you're on your own, because you're on course to falling into your own demise. Some people read once and understand. As for me, I read like I'm about to create an atomic bomb. Books scattered everywhere, laptop in front of me with lecture notes on the screen. I'm constantly jotting while reading, which can be so time consuming. Some people are morning readers, some are night readers. Some like to go to school to read, while some like to read in the comfort of their rooms, like me. So find your own reading style and master it. It will save you a lot of stress, to be honest. As for me, I can cram. I can read to understand. I can read for 5 hours plus straight without standing up. So whatever reading style is required, I'm fully equipped. Your first assignment as a serious student is self-discovery. If you skip this, everything else becomes difficult. You see that first and second week of lecture? That is not the time for you to go and jay. That is the time where you read your destiny for that semester. I don't miss it for anything. I try as much as possible to be very observant and attentive in the first 2 or 3 lectures of every course. Why? Because you get to study and understand the lecturer. That few lecture tells you everything, like how the lecturer operates, his teaching style, the workload, the course outline, whether the lecturer is strict, wicked, or chilled, and most importantly, whether the course is going to be a nightmare or a soft landing. After doing this, I already know if the course is going to be peaceful or if I have to tackle it with spiritual warfare.
I cancel it, I cancel it, I cancel. I cancel.
With this, I have an idea of my reading plan and how much seriousness I allocate to each course so that I don't get burnout. Come close and let me give you one sharp update. A student who plans from day one is already ahead of 70% of the class. I know this one sounds funny, and I'm sure you're asking yourself, am I a detective? And am I a student? But listen, your lecturers are human too, and they have patterns. Your duty is to decode those patterns and understand your lecturers. This will help you answer questions like, is he strict? Does he like printing notes? Does he freestyle the course?
So after you get that, you now love this one paka. You get balance.
Is he wicked? And the wickedness they learn from him.
Damn.
Does he carry attendance on his head?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Understanding your lecturer is the first half of passing any course. Some lecturers reward understanding, some reward cramming, some reward garbage in, garbage out, while some reward big grammar.
Today I want to declare without equivocation. Sorry, please.
Your job is simple. Study your lecturer like you study your textbooks. If you can do this, you are one step to having A stamped on your script. I promise you. Now this part is very crucial. I want you to listen attentively. After understanding the course outline and understanding the lecturer, make a plan for the semester. Usually, by the second or third week of resumption, I sit down with all my courses written, their credit load and their difficulty level, and then I set a target grade for each course. But I don't just set this target grade blindly. I have some rules. Number one, I never go below a B. One of the reasons is that I noticed that in cases where there is mass failure in a specific course, the lecturer might be like, the student failed woefully. So out of the benevolence of his heart, might say, oh yeah, let me add 5 or 10 marks to everybody. So you that scored maybe 62 or let's say 64, 65 thereabout, which is a B, if they add 5 to 10 marks, right, it will push you up to an A, that's 70 something you get. But don't rely on this, so it's not every time it works. There are some lecturers, your F is your F. I always target an A in all 3 credit and 1 credit unit courses. 3 credit unit courses or more help to boost your CGPA, while 1 credit unit courses are tricky. If you mistakenly get a C or they shake your calabash, you get a D in 1 credit unit course, your CGPA might begin to shake. It might start converting. From afar, it might look like a 1 credit unit course, but the kind power that 1 credit unit course holds is crazy. The funny thing is that if you get an A in that 1 credit unit course, it doesn't really move, your GPA, but mistakenly don't do well in that 1 credit unit course, then your CGPA go here. The thing is, planning my grade ahead helped me to stay consistent throughout the semester, because now I know what I am looking for, and I know the amount of work I am going to be putting in to achieve those things. Let me say this with my full chest. Your first and second year of school will decide your academic destiny. Those early years are your CGPA building phase. That is when you begin to pack A's and B's for fun, as if they are doing promo in supermarkets. Just be packing them. You see A's, just be bagging the A's and be going. You see your 100 level and your 200 level, just be packing and be go. Because as you approach your final year, courses become even more technical, lecturers become stricter, the stress increases, life starts lifing. Your village people might start shaking your calabash from somewhere.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
So increasing your CGPA becomes even more difficult around this period. So you must build your CGPA early. If you enter 300 level with a strong CGPA, then your final years in school becomes the maintenance phase. Maintaining your CGPA becomes easier, although you can still work harder to hit 5.0 till you finish school. It can still happen if you put your mind to it. Next, let's talk about reading style. This one changed my entire academic journey right from secondary school. Me, I used to reading styles, but it doesn't mean I cannot incorporate others depending on the situation of things, right? When it's time to cram, I will cram. Reading style number 1. For me, I like to write while reading. So what I do is that when I go through the lecture notes, I summarize the lecture notes by forming a new note, just a summary of what's going on in the lecture notes. So in that summary, all I'm doing is that I am putting down, just the key points. However, I'm not just putting them like phrases. I am making them in sentences, like, just forming a note, but a summary of what is in the lecture note. So after summarizing this note, what I do is that I read it and then I try to rewrite everything that I have read. I can choose to do, the whole summarized note. I can choose to do from one topic to another. So I rewrite everything I have read down from my head without looking at the summarized note, right? That is one of the most effective way I read, right? Anytime I use that method to read, there is no stopping me. If I go to example, the highest thing that can happen is that I forget. And as far as I read this way, all I just need to do is use similar words and then put something down that is similar to what I have written. Like, I've written this thing multiple times. Like, I have I have put this thing into my head and I have written it down off head. So what could go wrong in the example? Okay, unless the lecturer chooses to bring something he did not teach at all in the first place, that is when it's time to panic. Now, style number 2, it is quite similar to style number 1, but this one is kind of for revision when it's time to write exam, right? So what I do is that I read the summarized notes, everything from the first topic down to the last topic for that course. Then I will now rewrite the whole summary, the whole notes off head. If I can rewrite it, then it means that I'm prepared. But if I cannot rewrite it, I will continue the process. It can be time consuming, it takes time. But it is very effective. Imagine pouring out something you read from your head, from first topic down to the last topic. There's no stopping you in the example. The only thing that can happen is just maybe out of being overwhelmed or anxiety, you maybe forget one or two sentences or lines, right? But as far as you follow this process, you will understand it. All you just need to do is, use synonyms, right? This way you will hardly forget safe, to be honest. If you can do this, believe me, you'll be able to answer any exam question the lecturer set, as far as it's inside the note, as far as it's inside the notes, right? Even if you go blank, you'll still be able to put something down. I promise you. Like, this method is very, very effective. This is the method I've been using right from secondary school, and I've been sharing. Back then in secondary school, this biology notes, I will settle down and write biology notes from my head, from one topic to another, like during my prime. Back in the days, during my prime, like, I did chop book, like, it's no good.
Live from Vincent University. School up. Jesus, I did the pose. I'm not using again.
Now hear me. If you want to remember anything forever, teach somebody. Teaching someone helped me improve my retention very well. Like, my retention was so good after I taught somebody. If you can teach somebody something, it means you understand it. But if you can't, my brother, let me just say you are just familiar with it. I used to teach construction measurement, tender analysis, tendering and estimation, valuation, professional scale of fees, structural analysis, all those technical courses. Like, I used to teach them because anytime I read and I taught somebody, like, it improves or it increases how much I know of that thing. So teaching someone actually really helps me a lot. Teaching forces you to recall, think, and re-explain, and that is where real understanding comes from. I would advise you to make friends with serious students, most especially people that know more than you. Not all your friends should be, cruise, vibing, going to parties. Make friends with people that will help your CGPA rise like Gary. Also have good relationships with lecturers that matter. It will help you in situations when issues like missing scripts and result errors arise. Trust me, it matters. I know wetin I use my eyes see when one of my scripts got missing. I know the struggle. I know what I saw. If not for one lecturer, one of my friends, I was still shaking. Like, because of the missing scripts, I had F. Course that I got an A. And I was so sure of that course. I got an A in that course. But because of the script was missing, I had an F. I had already given up self, if not that I met this lecturer, and the lecturer was like, you are an outstanding student and we don't use outstanding students to joke. You are going to take this up. They took it up, and all of us that our scripts were missing, they brought everything. Course that computer gave me F. I had an A in the course. So have good relationships with lecturers that matter. I've left the best tip for last. For those of you that don't watch my videos to the end, you see, watch the video to the end. It won't take you anything. How many minutes? 10 minutes. I'll be honest with you, there were days where I was overwhelmed, I was tired, confused, like my head would just be hot. You'll be reading, nothing is entering your head. But I committed everything to God, and guess what? It came true. You can see I'm a first class student, graduated with a first class. My CGPA was 4.68 or something. Although I would have had better if not that, some family issues here and there at my 300 level. But still, we thank God. It came true. So in everything, always put God first. Commit your journey to God. It is very, very important. He will always pull through. It will come true for you. Grace is real, my dear quantity surveying workshoppers. Right from secondary school, there's this particular motto that I used to follow, and it goes like this: excellence is the product of grace and competence. I repeat again, excellence is the product of grace and competence. Just that one, hold body. So pray, commit your academic journey to God, and strive to be competent. And believe me, He will come through for you. I promise you. So guys, that's how I survived one of the most academically demanding federal universities in Nigeria and graduated with a first class degree. Just a quick one though. These tips might be difficult or useless if you are studying in hellfire.
If you think you can graduate from this school without kissing my cock, you are dead wrong.
Because there are some lecturers who would rather die. They would rather run mad than see a first class graduate come out of their department. So that one too also did. But if you are studying in a place that has structure, then best believe that these tips will be very, very efficient for you. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give this video a thumbs up, like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We are on the verge of hitting 3,000 subscribers. It's not easy, so do it for me, do it for your guy. 3,000 subscribers, we are about to hit 3,000 subscribers. So subscribe, keep subscribing, keep subscribing, keep sharing. So before I end the video, like I always say, knowledge will not shine light, now darkness be that. Peace.